Hi guys, my name's Leticia. Some of you may know me as Living Like a Free Bird on Instagram, and I am going to be telling you today what to pack for Everest Base Camp. So let's do this. Depends on what time of the year you are planning on doing Everest Base Camp. For me, I did Everest Base Camp in October, so that's more of like summer, autumn, around that time. Other people may do it in winter time or in spring. In April, you get to see like the people summiting Everest, which is pretty cool, but I went in October, so I'll tell you the things that I packed in October, but most of these things are going to be essential anyway, and you'll need to be packing all of them. You might need to pack a couple more jumpers if you're going in winter, but generally this is what you are going to need to pack. The first thing is going to be your footwear. Woohoo! You're going to need a really good hiking boot. You can use a hiking shoe, but for ankle support reasons, I recommend highly getting a boot. You just feel a lot more stable in the shoe, and therefore it's very supportive for your ankle and your foot when hiking those long distances that you are going to be doing. You want good traction on the shoe also. This will grip the ground really well because there are some unsteady surfaces along the Everest Base Camp track. You can check out some other Kathmandu videos on how to actually fit your boot. Next, you want to get a sock liner. The sock liner is going to not only protect you from getting blisters, but also it adds a little bit extra warmth to your foot too. I didn't think I would use these, but I actually use them every day. Like, I put them with my other hiking socks, merino hiking socks. I think they're the New Yarn hiking socks. These ones are great. I love these ones, but you can also get the thermo ones too, also merino. These ones here, because it's a 12-day trek, you really do want to pack a good amount of socks. So I would say pack 5, maybe even 6. You don't need 6, but I would pack 5, just 2, like couple pairs for hiking and also 1 pair for sleeping in. These ones are great for sleeping in. I loved sleeping in these. They made my feet feel so cozy and warm. They were great. Really recommend a pair for sleeping in and a couple pairs for hiking because your feet will get sweaty and stinky and you'll want to change your socks. You'll feel fresh and nice once you've changed. Your backpacks. If you are doing it with a tour company, you will not need your own big bag. I found it super handy having a backpack walking through the streets of Kathmandu, so I would always recommend to buy a big backpack anyway. But if you are doing the hike without a porter, then I would suggest, well, you need to get a hiking bag. I wouldn't suggest it. You need to get a hiking pack. I'll put a link down below as to what hiking packs you should get. The Vado is a really good one, and also the Incliner, the XT series hiking packs a really good one too. I had the Entrada, this big boy right here. So this one came with me all the way through Kathmandu. We did leave it at the hotel because with the tour company I went with, they supplied us with a bag that the porters were going to carry for us. But this was really handy anyway to walk around Kathmandu with. Next is the day pack. This is the Katabatic women's hiking day pack. It is a 28 litre. So this one's a 28 litre. You want something around this size. You don't want it too small because you're gonna want to put anything essential into the hiking day pack. I would be getting something like this bag here. You want a day pack that has excellent harnessing. It also has a hydration bladder compartment in the back too. Has many strapping compartments, nice little sides for water bottles, and a nice deep inside to fit all of your stuff into it. And for someone like me who carries a lot of camera gear, this is absolutely perfect. I would recommend this to anyone. This is the women's version, but there are unisex versions too. And there's many other hiking backpacks that you can choose from. This is just the one I would recommend, and some people on my tour group also used this one too and loved it. So I would recommend this one. The last thing that you will need on your pack list is a rain cover. So this will protect you from any unpredicted weather that will occur when doing Everest Base Camp, as the weather always seems to alternate in the Himalayas. It just goes from snowy one day to raining and beautiful and sunny the next. So make sure that you pack one of these. Let's start off with the base layers. So for base layers, it's pretty much thermals and your underwear. But with thermals, you want to get a pair of merino thermals, or you can even get the motion thermals. These will be really good for hiking, and I slept in these also. I had 3 pairs of thermals, but I would probably recommend 4 just because I slept in my thermals every single night. That they were my pajamas. I would suggest maybe 2 pairs for sleeping in and 2 pairs for hiking in. If you don't mind being a little bit dirty, then you can go for 3 pairs of thermals, because remember, you can only have 10 kilos of luggage going on the plane and 5 kilos on carry-on, so that's 15 kilos in total. So you want to make sure you've got enough room in your bag if you ever wanted to buy some extra stuff along the way. You want both a thermal top and also a thermal bottom. Your mid layer of clothing. So this is kind of what I'm wearing at the moment. So let's start with the shirts first. Some shirts that I really loved were these dry motion t-shirts. This is the older version of them, but there are newer versions of these. I'm wearing one at the moment too. They're super comfy, they dry really fast. They have good moisture management to them, and they're breathable. I love these shirts. Another pair I would recommend wearing is a merino t-shirt, or even the hiking t-shirts like the zeolites that we sell. Next is your long sleeve t-shirt. Now you can wear a thermal top for this if you like, because they are breathable. The motion or the merino thermals are breathable, but I would also recommend getting a collared sleeve t-shirt just to protect you from the sun. So here's a collared t-shirt. This is the Tapper in the women's, and I think men's has Kangasar. So this one's a really good one. Has some breathable mesh at the back of it too, which is always super handy when you're hiking because you do get hot and sweaty. Next is your fleece. When I was sitting in the tea houses, I would wear my thermals and then a fleece, and I would also wear the fleece when it was on really cold days hiking. So as you get higher up the mountain, you will probably pop this on top of your rain jacket or down jacket. Next, you've got your pants. So you can wear hiking shorts. I would only just pack 1 pair of hiking shorts. You don't need more than 1 pair. I brought a pair of hiking shorts, and I'm wearing some now too, but I actually ended up wearing these hiking leggings instead. The hybrid leggings, they're fantastic. They were really breathable, and I enjoyed wearing them a lot more than the shorts, just because sometimes I got a little bit cold. It all depends on you. A lot of people in my group were wearing shorts on hotter days, but I just ended up wearing my hiking leggings for most of the time until I got up higher. Then when you get up higher or throughout it, you can just wear some hiking pants. Now there's heaps of different hiking pants. You can get zip-off hiking pants. These ones here are soft shell, so that means that they repel a little bit of water, which is fantastic for if it does start to drizzle down a little bit. The water will repel off this material, but in saying that, it's not waterproof, so you definitely need waterproof pants, but I'll get to that later. These ones were super stretchy and comfortable though. They're the EVEREST pants. There is a men's version of this too. I'll put it in the link below. And as I got higher, these are the Verso pants. So these are again soft shell. They're a little bit more highly water repellent than the EVEREST pants there. These ones were fantastic when I got up closer to base camp. They kept me super warm and they're very durable too. I absolutely loved wearing these pants. I would recommend 2 long pants just because you'll end up wearing longer pants more so than shorter pants most of the time. But I do recommend 1 pair of either hiking shorts or hiking leggings. Rain jacket, rain pants, down jacket. These things are going to protect you from the outside weather as well as insulate you too. So these are very essential in your pack. So with the rain jackets, you want to make sure that you get a good quality rain jacket that is going to repel you from a lot of water, that's highly breathable and lightweight. You should also grab a pair of hiking rain pants to match with the rain jacket. I do suggest grabbing a pair just in case, because you want to protect yourself from all kinds of weather. You want to be comfortable when you're hiking. You don't want to feel like you're cold or too hot or anything like that. You want to make sure that you are comfortable. The last thing for the outer layer is a down jacket. Now this is going to insulate you and keep you very, very toasty warm. So make sure that you grab one of these. This one here is the Pinnacle jacket, which is actually waterproof. So it both insulates you and is a waterproof jacket, which is perfect if you are hiking to base camp. It was the best jacket ever. I'll put a photo right here of what it looks like on me. But yeah, I loved this jacket. Here are some clothing accessories that I suggest you should pack. Get 2 pairs of gloves, a normal pair like a merino polyester, a fleece pair, and then on top of that also get a good pair of snow gloves too. Drinking at least 3 to 4 liters of water a day. You're going to want at least 2 of these water bottles, 1 liter water bottles. I like these ones here because they're nice and tall and thin, so it fits down the side of my pack really well on either side, so it balances it out. Really love these ones. And then your hydration bladder. Love the hydration bladder. I didn't have to think about pulling out my water bottle, having a sip. It was fantastic. Do not, I repeat, do not buy water bottles on the mountain. 1, it is expensive. 2, it's bad for the environment. So you are going to need aqua tabs. I recommend getting 2 packets just in case. With aqua tabs, what you do is you pop 1 tablet into 1 liter of water. That's right, 1 tablet into 1 liter of water. That's all you need. You don't need to do anything else. Some people say you need to boil water. No one has time to boil water when they're hiking constantly and need to refill their water bottles all the time. You just need to pop this in and be done with it. When you get up a little bit higher to the last 2 stops, our guide did say maybe pop a couple more tablets into your water, maybe like 2 tablets instead of 1 into 1 liter of water, just because the water is a little bit dirtier up there, but you don't need to boil the water. This saves you so much time, saves you so much money, and it's so much better for the environment. I highly recommend aqua tabs. This is an essential on the list. Make sure that you have a good sleeping bag, because this is what's going to keep you warm. What's great about the tea houses is that you get to sleep in a normal bed, and they do provide a doona for you, but it's still going to be very freezing. So you need to make sure that you have a sleeping bag that is below 0 degrees. You also want to get a sleeping bag liner. I have a silk one, but you can get cotton or a thermo one, depending on which one you like more. It keeps my sleeping bag clean, which is good. If you are dirty, you are going to be dirty, so make sure that you get a sleeping bag liner. It keeps your sleeping bag clean and also adds on a little bit of extra warmth. And one of the last things that I would have for sleeping in is a hot water bottle. I used this a couple of times, so it's not a bad idea to pack one if you've got enough room. So I hope you enjoyed what to pack for Everest Base Camp with me, Leticia, living like a free bird. So make sure you check out my socials, and I will see you later.